getting tested saved my life, 100%. Nothing. I didn't have any symptoms. I don't have any family history. I did not suspect anything was wrong. I just know at the time, the recommended screening age was 50. And so my husband, who's very, very on top of screenings, he's very much on top of his health. My husband's like, it's time. And I didn't want to get screened. I said to myself, since I have no family history, I don't smoke, I exercise, I have no symptoms, I feel absolutely nothing, there is no reason for me to get screened. I thought it was a waste of time. Fortunately that, I love my husband and I do listen to him even though he doesn't think that I do. I decided, okay, I'll do this thing. I was in the doctor's office, my just general practitioner, for an earache. And I said, hey, I know I'm 50, I know I need to get screened. I don't have any symptoms, so can I do something else? And so my doctor said, well, you can do an at-home test. And he says, if that comes back negative, then you can get a colonoscopy in a few years. So this would be a good Band-Aid. I'm like, perfect, right? Because you hear these horror stories about getting a colonoscopy. So I did something called a FIT test. It's an at-home test and you just, do the swab thing and then you send it in. And sure enough, that FIT test came back abnormal. And so me, the skeptical person that I am, again, no history, no symptoms, my initial reaction was, oh great, this is a false positive. Now I have to go see a gastroenterologist and actually get a colonoscopy done. And I know the results are going to come back negative because this is just a waste of time. Okay, so fast forward, I go to my GI and I get my colonoscopy. And when I woke up from it, she said, we did find a polyp and we'll get it off, get it sent off and we'll let you know. And then I was thinking to myself, okay, these happen all the time. And a few days later, the doctor called and said, I need you to come to the office because it turns out that you have colon cancer. And I was shocked. I really just could not believe it. Because you have to understand my mentality was, this couldn't happen to me. With no family history, no symptoms, no signs. I like to think I'm pretty healthy. It made no sense to me. I was very fortunate from the team at the gastroenterologist's office to my surgeon to my oncologist. I really was very fortunate that everybody had such a tremendous bedside manner. Everybody was extremely empathetic and supportive. And being the patient, those things are so needed because as the patient, it is extremely frightening. So when you have a team surrounded by medical professionals who are so knowledgeable, but also so caring, it really helps you with your journey because you have to rely on them, right? You can do all the research that you can, but when it comes down to it, having that face-to-face interaction and being able to trust someone when you're in a situation where you have no idea truly what is happening, to have that connection and to have that relationship was so important and so vital. I want people to know that anyone can get this. And people are getting younger and younger who are being diagnosed. This is the reason why the recommended screening age has been lowered to 45. What people do not know is that even if you do not have any symptoms, does not mean you're safe from this. I can attest to that. I had no symptoms, no signs, no nothing, and I got stage 3 cancer. So the number one thing is, this can happen to anyone. I am 3 years in remission. I'm doing well. I get CT scans every 6 months. Everything continues to turn out favorable. I still have 2 more years of testing before I can be considered cured. Okay, I know it can be scary. I know you hear stories about kind of, uncomfortable. And, the prep it's not the best, but it's just one day out of your life. It's one day out of your life that could save your life. Don't be like me. Don't be stubborn. Don't be silly. Just put everything aside and just get checked. It's really not that big of a deal. And you never want to look back and say, woulda, coulda, shoulda, because there is a really good chance I would not be here today if I did not get tested. Get screened.